Welcome to another episode of Blended Views Unfiltered, where we talk life, love, and business. This is DeAndre.
Hi, Booze, it's me.
We have the pleasure of having. I was about to give y'all a different intro. Let me just the Hamptons.
The Hamptons.
The Hamptons are in the building. You guys have seen them before. Jazz has had a solo episode before. Wait, you haven't had one yet. No. We're going to have you on here for a solo joint. But I do remember when we had that episode. Well, he was on one with the group.
Okay.
Yeah. He's been on a few of them, but they've all been like group settings though. Nothing dedicated solely to him, his craft, what he got going on. But
big dog.
Yeah, big dog. But last time you was on, I said, you know what, we got to have Wade on at the same time. So here we are.
Here we are.
Say hello to the people.
Hello, people.
Hello, people.
How's your week going so far? It's the start of it, but I mean,
It's
how's the
going
start?
good.
Yeah. Give me the highlight of y'all weekend. Everybody give me a highlight, a brief highlight.
Well, we just secured a coaching moment for a local barbershop.
Nice.
Yep.
So when you say secure coaching, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fades and facials.
Fades and facials.
Yo, we gonna be getting to that. To that. Yeah. Jazz?
We celebrated Si's 12th birthday.
There you go.
Nice.
And I was able to host it upstairs in the spa.
That's what's up. 13, you said? 12.
Ooh, don't
12.
fast forward yet.
Hey. I was listening. Sorry, what was the highlight of your weekend? I can only imagine what this is about to be.
I bartended an Indian and Caucasian wedding. That was interesting.
How was that?
Wow.
It was interesting.
Like, were they like full blown Indian or?
Yeah, the husband was from Dubai.
Oh.
Get out.
And came over here to go to O State.
Mm-hmm.
And been here ever since.
It wasn't a green card situation, was it?
That's none of my business. I don't know. Okay. I was there to serve them drinks and mind my black business. That's exactly
what kind of
I
music
did
they have?
Man.
They had a band. The band sung like typical music, but it was just the dance moves and stuff that was throwing me off. And
Did they do a lot of hopping up and down?
yes, it was a lot of hopping around, and they did like these
I'm not
like
gonna do the
line.
Did they
like,
pick up the bride and carry her around?
No,
Did the guys all get in a line and do a dance? All the men?
no. So they did get in like this big circle, and then like there was like one person in the center that would like go over and like grab another person from the circle, do a little dance. They both would disperse. Then another person got in the center, grabbed another person from the circle, do a little dancey dance. So, it was interesting.
Huh. Did you learn anything new?
They like to hop around.
I don't know how I knew that. Like, they do a lot of hopping.
Is there anything that you would implement into your life from what you've learned?
No.
You work at an establishment where you see all kind of cultures. Mm-hmm. Have you taken anything from anybody?
I don't really see all kind of cultures. I mostly see
all right.
European.
Well, they have different cultures within.
Nothing that I would, no.
Nothing you can use?
Probably can, but nothing that I would even want to.
Why?
How was your weekend?
I had a good weekend.
What'd you do?
I was chilling with the kiddos. My typical. We kicked it. We had a Michael Jackson dance off in the middle of the living room. It was fire. Threw on Michael Jackson joints.
Video?
I don't have a video. Oh. I could probably go into the Google Nest and pull up some joints. I'm gonna have to. Listen,
right, you gotta do it.
We was at it for about an hour and a half doing that joint. I was good and tired afterwards. Good and tired. We love some Michael Jackson. Then we just vibed out playing tens and all other kind of games. Just listening to R&B music after that. Yeah, so we were just kicking it. Family came over. So I started this thing, right? I feel like nowadays families don't get together like they used to. Mm-mm. And like when we were growing up, I know it was before your time. You're a little young. But when we were growing up, our families got together quite often. And you're from Detroit too. Oh, wow. BMF era is what you. So anyways,
I have a family that gathers. Punk.
But we gather often. We don't. I mean, I feel like even before COVID, like families were getting away from all that. So I don't know. I'll say the last 4 or 5 months, we kind of like implemented it twice a month, like every other Saturday. The family just get together, just have dinner and do whatever. So now we're starting to open it up and do like family and friends. So like, hey, we cooking.
Oh, that's
On this
nice.
Saturday, so whoever want
Too
to
many
come,
of y'all in my house. I'm just playing.
Introvert over here.
Nah, but for real.
nah, but for real,
Y'all got about an hour. So y'all gotta get
not
up.
an hour.
Or I'm gonna be missing. I go to my room to
I was just about to
hour.
ask,
She
would
be
you disappear in your
yeah,
own house?
I
She
disappear.
does.
So what would you do? Like,
She's just up
I
in her
just
room.
I just disappear.
and you don't care what go on.
You
Like,
know? Have fun.
Have fun.
We know it's time to go. Like, we know it's time to start kicking people out when she come down and start cleaning. Then it's like, oh, it's time for people to start leaving.
yeah, y'all got to go.
It's like no.
It could be family. It don't matter who it is.
Yeah.
We
Mom,
we was
Dad,
we
no.
was hosting. Well, we weren't hosting my sister because she got the big house. So we was, we got away from it a little bit because of everybody's work schedules. But we still try to
Do Sunday dinner.
do Sunday dinners every now and then, and especially for the kids.
Yeah, I think it's necessary.
Yeah, so they could be together,
Yeah.
play together, and grow up together. And I had cousins in the same city, and I don't even know who they is.
That's my cousin.
Like,
So before we jump all the way in here, I got a question for y'all. You know, I like these random questions. I was thinking about this the other day. I asked my kids this because they was getting on my nerves, and I was just watching them kind of like function in the morning. How often do y'all change out y'all toothbrush?
I feel like for us, I know for me, monthly.
It might be about every couple months.
And then my kids, though, they be, I don't know who they be thinking they is. I be like, you need another toothbrush? They just gave you a toothbrush. Like, as soon as the bristles start to get like
A little frizzy.
be like, for what? Why do you need a new toothbrush?
Or they done dropped it in the trash can on accident.
And then like if somebody gets sick, I try to change them out when they get sick.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we actually rotate the toothbrushes out, like get them out.
Yeah.
Like, throw 'em away.
It's pretty often.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's
I don't know about him because I use a different type of toothbrush. So, I buy my toothbrushes. The girls like my toothbrushes.
I always buy 2 packs, like a 2-pack of toothbrushes every time I go.
which is smart. What about you, Sile?
I change mine every few months.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just actually changed my toothbrush.
Why you ask that question?
It's just
When last time you changed your toothbrush?
last week. I changed it
Changed
last
my
week.
toothbrush this
Listen,
weekend.
because I was so
It's been a couple weeks.
my kids. I was listening to them jokers argue in the bathroom about, and then my daughter told my son, was like, "That's why your breath always stink. You haven't changed your toothbrush in 6 months."
6 months is crazy.
Yeah. I was
That might be a
like-
little crazy.
And this dude's response was, "It's my favorite toothbrush."
Who said
Was
that?
it DJ?
It was DJ.
Wow.
I can just see.
It was DJ.
I can see him saying that with the shoulder shrug.
Guess like, it's my favorite toothbrush.
Yeah, 6 months is crazy.
Then he said, but it doesn't stink though. My breath doesn't stink. Like I'm brushing my teeth. So I mean, then they all came and was just like, "Dad, can you smell my breath? Does it stink? Does that?" Like, somebody asked these jokers one day, like, I mean, how often do y'all change out y'all teeth?
Help him.
I mean, I do.
6
but
months is crazy.
listen, you can help these kids all you want to.
Man, they
At
just
the end of the day, sometimes there's something they just go,
and it just slips through the cracks.
yeah.
You let them slip because you be like, look.
Yeah, you be tired of dealing with it sometimes.
It's just-
you know what I mean?
I always tell them, I
overwhelming.
be like, somebody at school will talk about you, and then you come
That's
home and
exactly
you'll
what
get
I
it
tell
together.
you.
That's what
Yeah.
happened with Noah with his hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Somebody
wore a
talked about
hoodie.
his hoodie stinking.
But he
and
said it
now he
didn't
wore cologne ever since.
Wait, what?
Has he worn the hoodie again?
Yeah, he washed
He
it. He
came
wore it
home and
again.
washed
okay.
it that day.
But he said it was clean. But he said somebody said it is stink. So after somebody said that the hoodie stink, he was like,
It's a wrap.
So after he washed it, he like, do it stink.
Now he smell like cologne every day when he leaves.
I be cracking up like, dude. Man. Yeah, you just gotta let him. Do you?
Yeah, that's how it be. That's how it be.
They be growing.
So the Hamptons have they are actually partners in a sense, both entrepreneurs. Yes. They say success requires teamwork, and we got a team here. I was we've talked several times. This is my barber, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I know I got a hat on right now, so really, but this is my barber.
You'll be there Friday.
Absolutely. The neat cut. Getting a little carpet, little mini carpet up there. But success requires teamwork, right? So we have entrepreneurs here, and they're married.
Yes.
And we all know a lot of the difficulties and successes that come along with teamwork, partnership with married couples and in the workplace. So, I mean, we just want to get some insight. Like, we hear the good stuff all the time. Mm-hmm. I like always seeing the other side of the coin, mm-hmm. right, to get the real stuff. Mm-hmm. So we talk about both, though, right? Give me the highlights of being two entrepreneurs under the same roof, and then give me some not so good things about two entrepreneurs being under the same roof.
Well, I like to eat the crust first. So, AKA the hard parts. Mm-hmm. I would say like a challenging thing is, you know, you're on the same schedule. We're on the same schedule for the most part. And she does more of the house stuff because I work a little bit later.
Uh-huh.
You work later.
But it's just it's sometimes difficult to coach one another. Mm-hmm. Because I may give a coaching point and she might not always receive that coaching point. And then I just be like, well, I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. And she's like, well, that's all I wanted. I ain't doing that. Or I already tried it. I'm like, when?
Dang. Wow.
Threw you under the bus.
Hey, I had to gotta eat the crust first. But some of the good stuff is that we are.
That's the only.
Well, I mean, there's probably more. I'm sure we'll.
We're gonna bring it out.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, we're gonna bring it out.
We'll probably get to more. But then the good stuff, of course, is we're on the same schedule, and we can manipulate our schedules and make things work and make runs if we need to make runs. You know, with the kids and stuff like that. And we make things work.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. I have more probably, but it's in my mind.
Let it flow out. Listen, this
festering.
blend of views unfiltered.
Well,
this is a safe space.
I'm just playing.
This is a safe space. We got security back there just in case she want to jump on you. So just feel free. You know,
there's no security.
So the good things, of course, being on the same schedule, kind of, sorta. And the coaching moments, or not even coaching moments, but you got somebody to piggyback off of and give ideas to. So something that may be a weakness for me is a strength for him. Mm-hmm. Vice versa. So we help. You know, it flows.
Yeah.
Babe, we gotta do it like this.
But what about this?
You know what I'm saying? So giving ideas in that way. What else is I don't know. You know more people than me, so that put me on.
This ain't my city.
And it's not his city. But, he know people. But there's things that I know and people I'm connected to that I connect,
Right.
So it works well that way. Now, as far as the crust that he was talking about.
It's just the hard parts. Go ahead.
The hard parts. It do be hard sometimes to listen to, just because of the era of us growing our businesses. Like, he grew his business 15 years ago, over the last 15 years or whatever. And it's only year 4 for me. Mm-hmm. So, but like, the times have changed. You used to cut hair for a cheeseburger. I can't cut no hair for no cheese. I can't do no massage for no cheeseburger.
I got this cheeseburger.
I was a college kid, so hey.
The times.
$5. The cheeseburger is for real.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Oh.
Food. Like, we ain't there no more.
Yeah.
You ain't got $350 rent.
Mm-hmm. Sure don't.
Man.
Now that time has changed. Actually,
that's the change for everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
It was $343.
It's different. It's different now. So sometimes it is difficult to take some of the things like for me, like he's more talking about like marketing, gaining more clientele, different stuff like that. And I'm like, it's just different. Like I be hearing what he be saying, but I don't be hearing what he be saying. Like
the introvert in her won't let it happen.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah,
because
I have to tell her to step outside of.
But it's media. Some stuff that I do that he don't see that I do. So I might not tell him everything I'm doing. I don't tell him if I got an interview or something, you know, talk to somebody that's going to expose my business. He doesn't know everything. So sometimes I'm like, you don't even know like what I be doing like behind the scene all the time. You know, you don't know that I'm going to this event to network, you know, this weekend or whatever, you know? So,
okay, boss.
Sometimes I be like, no, be quiet. More like, shut up. But not all the time.
She doesn't say be quiet. She said shut up.
In the back of my head, I be like, okay, he might have a point. Like, all right. And then sometimes it just be the delivery. And in the moment, I'd be like, yeah, right now I'm just not. You're not understanding. Like, my life is falling apart. You know? Like, so with someone with like his business is thriving. Mm-hmm. My business is growing. So
does that ever sometimes bother you?
Yep. It doesn't bother me. Like,
yes.
No, I was about to say, because, you know, some people would take it like, are you jealous? You know, how people talk about jealous spouses and stuff.
I wouldn't say that.
But yes, it bothers me. It bothers me from a point of, so us being entrepreneurs, if he is the breadwinner and something happens to him, he uses his hands. Something happens to his hands, then where does that leave our family with 4 kids? Mm-hmm. So that stresses me out. It makes so it's like always trying to figure out like, what do I need to be doing? What am I not doing? Because if something happens to him,
right.
What I'm gonna do? Like if I don't have clients coming in, you know what I'm saying? So yes, that bothers me. Like not like, oh, he has more, you know, that doesn't bother me. It's more so the being able to care for our family, take care of our family. You know what I'm saying? Like, and being able to do things for him the way that he does for me, even though like he might be understanding to where I am and he has no problem because he knows I'll get to where I'm going to be, but it still be like, dang, I got this deep desire. Like I'm trying to be on right now so I can do this, that, and the third right now. So yeah, that could be a big stressor. Yeah. Like it is a big stressor.
So you be sometimes wanting that microwave versus that crock pot occasionally.
Sometimes, yeah.
So you settle. You know so you settle for that Temu instead of wanting to get that.
He loved Temu today. Like, what is?
But see, no,
today?
not even.
Oh
my God!
It's like not even microwave. I would say sometimes you could feel like you doing a lot, but there's nothing happening, or the things that you feel should be happening are happening. So as of late, it's been more like networking opportunities and speaking engagements and, you know, this, that, and the third that I've been getting. And I'm like, okay, I guess I have to take that because it is a part of my business and it's exposing my business. And a lot of things we've been doing together actually because people want both of us.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just a frustration of like, dang, you see Jimmy, you know, and them out there, they getting it. They some schemers and really real life bums, honestly, underneath the surface. And they getting it. And you out here, you know, you really do like this hidden gem that. Like,
slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race.
It does.
Have you guys, both of you guys put a value on your voices yet?
We actually... It's funny you brought that up because we were doing that earlier today. And we're like, you know, I got this opportunity. A guy reached out to me after I posted a post on Facebook today. He was like, you know, I want you to come help me with my barbers and my barber shop that I own. He's not even a barber. But he owns a barber shop. And he reached out to me and then, you know, we talked a little bit. And he was like, well, actually, I have 2 women in the shop, too. I would love for your wife to come as well. So I'm like, all right. He's like, how much would it cost for an hour? And I'm like,
right.
I'm like, babe, how much does it cost for an hour? Like, I don't know.
Because you could lowball yourself and be like $50 an hour. But like, no, like you paid to go to school. You got time for this, you know, taking time away from your business.
Right.
Put together.
So I'm sitting there like trying to get all these elements together. Like, okay. I'm even Googling people with like small group speakers and small group coaching sessions and all that stuff. And, you know, I was like, then I started telling her, I was like, I stopped thinking out of people's pockets.
Yeah.
And like, cause some people's salary is somebody else's budget. So like I had to like start thinking about, all right, well, how much does that actually cost? Like what is it?
And see, I've done speaking engagements and then traveled, but typically they already compensate, and it don't be no question because we like, okay, that's good, it's no question. But I've never had to be like, here's the number. Yeah. It always exceeds usually because they already like, here's what I'm gonna pay you and pay for your room, all of that stuff, your gas, so I'm good. But thankfully, once again, I had somebody in my back pocket. Yeah. And I was able to reach out to her, and kind of what we were discussing was everything that she kind of confirmed with us. Like, this is how you do it, and da. Make sure you putting value on your voice. Yeah. Like, don't be out here lowballing yourself when you're educated, experienced, and somebody's asking you to come in. Yeah. So.
And then I kind of like run into something similar like this week too, or this past week, and it's like you shoot a number out there and they just immediately accept it. It's like, crap, maybe I should have said more.
You gotta make them think.
Because he just like, he was like, let me check a few things. He got back with me in like 10 minutes, and I was like, oh, okay, he's good.
That easy.
I was like, all right, well, I should have said, shoot, I should have said 500 for the hour, maybe. I don't know, 1,000 for the hour. I don't know.
And then it's important too, like,
but you build up,
right? You build up, and also I feel like we can be conditioned to the people like we're around, like in this area, because they want you to come in. Everybody wants you to come in for free stuff. Everybody want, or they want you to give money to them. But they don't want to pay you to, like. I can't volunteer for everything that you got going on. That's right. Like, you got to start learning. You got it in your budget. As we can see, if we watch the news, we seen what your son said school district got in their budget. Like,
we got those. You got the budget. Those news articles.
So please stop asking everybody to come speak to people for free.
Good and doggone well, you wouldn't pay $100,000 for that.
Like, but for real, like, we seeing that, you like, oh, I could get paid for what I like. Really get paid for what I'm doing. If I just be like, here's the number, you take it or you leave it. Like. But dealing with our people around here conditioned, because a lot of times we want to help our people. We want to work with our people.
But they'll pay somebody else, though.
They'll pay somebody, right. They'll pay somebody else. Yeah. They don't want to pay you.
That's right.
And it's what's amazing is, I don't like to say crazy anymore, but what's amazing is this ain't even our people.
This ain't our people.
That's what's up.
So,
that's what's up.
Yeah.
This kind of sad sometimes though, because you want to help your people.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You want to help your people, but they don't want the help. You said I don't. Is that what you said? Yes. But they don't want the help though.
So I do, but
you gotta.
I have
you
a
gotta
short
convince
leash.
them.
I have a short leash, a very short leash.
You gotta convince.
Yeah, I don't want to convince you, and then at the same time, like, you can't get everything for free. You can't use up all of my time when somebody else over here is willing to actually fork it over. Like, right. That kind of stuff, man. My mentor taught me. He said, "Listen, somebody call you to do something. You tell them, I'm gonna have my people get in touch with you, and you go back to your baseline number and figure out, this is the event, this is where it is with it,
right?
And then you go climb up.
That's it.
Send it over there to them. All they can do is come back and say, well, this is my budget. Okay. So since you got that in your budget, how much of that is guaranteed for this? Okay, I want that."
Yeah, and that's it.
All they're gonna say is yes or no.
And that's all. I was like, all they gonna say is yes or no.
Yes or no. And if they really want you, they gonna go and get that money.
Exactly. Right. And he ain't even blink.
I wasn't gonna go through the channels of asking, like, what's your budget and all that stuff. Nope.
Don't even need to.
We just shot the number. I shot the number over to him. I said we start at.
We did have to change wording.
Yeah,
we because he like,
I get a little wordy.
He get a little wordy. I'm like, no, we don't. Keep it simple. No, keep it simple.
I know my.
And that's what I do for. That's why. That's
that teamwork.
Yeah, that's what that teamwork. I be like, no.
So I just said we start at this.
Yeah,
that's it. Yep, that's it. That's it.
He came back and was like, "Yep."
He ain't even. Yeah, right. Didn't even blink. He was like, "Okay, time, day, like
fire."
That's it. But yeah, our people. I don't have time to. That's just like with the spa. I don't have time to convince you why you need a massage or a facial or you need good skincare. I'm not about to convince you and pull you by the teeth. Absolutely not. Either you want it or you don't. And when I went into it for our women.
Yeah.
And I sat down with the business coach, and she said, "It's time for you to pivot from your women, unfortunately." And I was like, "Okay." She's like, "Yeah,
Because the mother was gonna pay.
they're gonna pay
Because they trying to look like our women.
Look like, or they just want a massage.
Yeah.
Like
They just want some time.
that's it. That's all, and they value it.
their
So
time. Yep.
Yeah. That's what's up. So, would you guys say that business has or does occasionally or a consistent basis take a toll on marriage and parenting?
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
So how do you guys cope, balance? I really don't like using balance. I usually
Get an
like
attitude
using
and then
rhythm.
Get over it.
Yeah, she'll get attitude.
Like, no, I don't intentionally get an attitude.
Not all the time.
But like we were just talking about the whole, the frustrations of growing the clientele, the money flow. Because everybody think you got a business.
Yeah, you always get money.
And they think you,
Yeah,
like
balling
they
out of
like,
control.
No,
they like big money.
Making money and reinvesting
Like
money.
what? Like what you talk about?
Yeah.
Like we don't have small investors and all that type of. We not like the other people that
Yeah.
they got people in their back pocket that helps them fund all their stuff.
All self-funded.
All self-funded. Like I always call him the investor. People probably think I be playing. But I'd be like, this is the investor over here. This is our biggest
I was
investor.
like, when she introduced me like that the other night, I was like, what? I'm your husband.
But no,
But I
like
guess I kinda
it
do
can.
play that role.
Yeah.
It like finances would take, because you can be up, you could be down. If you're not saving and
in the middle of the
budgeting the
road.
right way, like there's slow seasons in the beauty industry for some, for some professionals. So that can take a toll of you haven't planned correctly. With the kids, like he said, I do, majority of the running. So I'm getting back into mom Uber season to where I'm gonna be stuck in the car.
But I have adjusted my schedule.
He did.
To account for at least one of those runs.
Yeah, at least one.
Because the two big ones is going in two totally different directions.
Right.
So that can take a toll on her.
It took
but I
a
say,
toll.
you know what, I'm gonna take my lunch a little later in the day,
So
so I can go get my oldest and take him to track practice.
right.
So make sure he gets there.
So it could even like now being here, like they've been at school all day, and for me at least. So for me, I need to be present with them, like as much as I can. I don't want to be, like she was here, but she wasn't here. She was always gone, and I get it. People be like, well, they won't remember. Like, nah, my kids gonna remember. They remember everything. Like I remember that one time I was at home all day. Like, but
Because they tell everybody else that.
because I got some ignorant kids that just gonna tell you like it is.
even when I'm home too, though, they will just go to her every
But that's
time.
what they're used to.
And I'm sitting there in the kitchen, or I'm in the kitchen, something like whatever.
They
and
used
I'm
to him
downstairs
working at
for
the-
whatever reason. Long.
Yeah.
They used to how it
I'll
was when he worked at the
come all the way
prison.
upstairs, and then the little one be like, "I need a snack." Boy, I was just downstairs for 2.5 hours.
But that's
was you
but yeah. So
They come ask her.
it's finding the balance with with the kids, and them understanding. Like I just I gotta but like on the weekends, everybody be like, you don't ever be such and such, because I go home and be with my kids.
Yeah.
If I'm at the spa all day from 9 to 6. Why am I about to get off and go kick it?
Right.
That doesn't matter.
I'm going home with my children because they haven't seen me all day. And
Every now and then I will steal her away.
every now and then,
Because,
but it's not like a,
Come and pick
you
you
know,
Like a regular
sometimes
thing.
people don't get it because that's what they do. I'm like, that's not how I operate. My children honestly come before my business. And for me, like I'm not about to have them out there raising themselves, because it was the time where it was almost like that.
Yeah.
I was working at the school teaching, and I was doing the spa. So they would be, my kids got smart mouths, and they would do stuff like, so where you going today? Where you going right now? You about to go, like, just always something.
you about to leave it?
Right. It used to be at me, and I was like, yeah, this ain't. This
Because
is
that was the time when I was in school and working and working.
so
again.
it was, couldn't do it. So you have to have that harmony, as he says, that balance, and prioritize. So even prioritizing time with them, which we have to do better. Taking them to do fun stuff, and just so they can, like, oh, they we did something, even though the big ones,
Our parents all right. Yeah,
the big ones really don't care, but the younger ones,
they want to go eat with us. So
yeah, damn, we were like, come on, let's go out to eat. They be like, nah, like you don't want to go out to eat.
Unless it's breakfast time.
I used to be thirsty to go out to eat. Like we going out to eat? Nah, not them. They
rather be in their
but as far as like us, I don't know. We spend a lot of time here together, even though we in different. A lot of people be like, how's it working with your husband? I'm like, well, we don't work together.
Right.
But like he come over, I might go over there.
Poke my head in, or we go get something to eat on lunch or something.
Right. Especially once it get warm outside, we'll go run and get lunch. But just try to find those like areas to interject as far as, especially with him working longer hours.
Yeah.
So like, let's try to figure out how we can
find the time.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but it'll definitely
we find time on Monday.
That's
all right, that's enough.
It's unfiltered now.
Not too much.
That's right.
Not too much.
That's right. Give a little wine. Give a little wine and unwind.
No. But nah, so it can have it could definitely, if you, it's not for the weak.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
So what has been some things that has strengthened the relationship, even with business?
That's a good
one. I feel like I was about to say for you, speaking on your behalf for me though, but y'all know my husband nice. I feel like once he got into business, I'm like, you gotta put your foot down. Like, you got none of that passive stuff, none of that wordiness, that over explaining. It is what it is.
Right.
But I feel like that also carries over into like the household, into the marriage, and certain, just like that type of security. Like, what he say? He said what he said.
I speak up. Okay, I speak up more.
Yeah.
Like I don't just let things slide. Right. I don't let things go. I speak up.
Even sometimes with me, but I be like, I don't know who he talking to right now.
No, because sometimes I'll have to tell her like.
I like.
Sometimes I just tell her no. And you know, women don't really like to hear no.
We don't understand what the word no means.
He must be mispronouncing yes.
He must be.
But there's power in the word no.
There is.
There's a lot of power.
Not with us.
But yeah,
it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the power comes from.
No.
Anyway,
it has to. You don't like to hear no. You know why? Because there's a lot of logical sense that comes with that no.
Because we think rationally.
Yes. That emotional stuff sometimes gets a little overboard and out of hand. And when you want that popcorn to happen, it's like, nah. You got to have the slow roasted popcorn if you want it.
Not the slow over the stove.
You got to let it simmer.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got
but yeah, no. So that's one thing I feel like that has, and just like because we've had to grow through our businesses, and this I know for me personally, it's been a lot of growth. I guess it's part of that foundation that I'm not liking right now as it's being built. That slow roasted popcorn.
That's right.
But for me, a lot of like self-discovery, like you really have to, you gotta have yourself worked on. Like you would advise people to have themselves worked on before, but life happens.
Yes, it does.
So, but you gain along the way. You learn yourself, learn the bad parts of yourself, what needs to improve, and then those things even carrying over into the way that you care for your family and your household and everything. So a lot of things, because of like what we do is like our lifestyle. It's not just us out here hustling, slanging some not TV dinners. Dang. Sorry, y'all. It ain't TV dinners y'all be making.
Some of them be good looking.
But we like it's our livelihood. It's what we do. It's what we're passionate about. So it's our lifestyle, even like when we go home and how we carry over into caring for the kids, caring for one another. I feel like even taking care of ourselves, like better, like scheduling massages for ourselves. And
do you massage her?
Yeah. It starts out that way.
Started that way.
Oh, so it's the typical.
Many years ago.
Started that way many years ago, too.
Anyways. I bet.
When you want something, then that massage come in.
4 kids
later.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
But yeah, no, I mean, he could always come over for a massage. He don't ever book his, like, every now and then he'll book a massage, like, and he don't got to pay for his massage. The people be like, they be like, don't he get him? They think he get a massage every night. All the time. Like, ooh, I love to be your husband. I'm like, I bet he love to be my husband too, cause yeah, he ain't getting no massage every night. So show you a thing, but yeah, no, yeah, we massage each other.
Oh yes,
I like to hear that.
We got to rename it to Massage Mondays.
Oh,
I like it.
Massage Mondays.
Never mind.
Let's leave it how it is. All right, please stop. Yeah.
And going forward in business,
Play to it.
in life, love, and business, going forward, where do you see yourselves going?
And take over the world.
And what does that entail?
We have been actually stepping into a different. I think it might have. I swear it was him.
Did you give us fades and facials?
Did you give us fades and facials?
Yeah.
I know
when he told me that, I'm like, that's it.
I think it was Dre. She was like, "Was it?" I was like, "Yeah, I think so." So then, like from there, like we're just now getting, because we were trying to figure out like what the heck is this?
Yeah.
You know, so like now we're kind of like stepping into the fades and facials. It's more of our speaking platform. It's more of our coaching platform. You know, like it's more of the mentoring platform, the podcasting platform. Yeah. You know, like it's that's like kind of like the steps we're taking.
But given like, and I was telling him earlier, like in a polished way. You know what I'm saying? Like in a polished way. Of course, our faith being attached to it. Yeah, but where I see us, everything we going through right now, and I'm dealing with. That popcorn better. Popcorn better be real good. That's all I know. But no, I really see us. I always say for myself, and I always tell people, my last stop isn't like behind the table doing the services in the spa. That is just a vehicle.
Yeah.
To what my assignment really is and what my calling is, which is empowering, encouraging. And it's funny because I always tell him, like, it's crazy. I could sit there and teach everybody else what to do. Yeah. Like, I could have coaching calls, have this session, give it to everybody else. Then I be sitting there like, what am I going to do?
I gotta talk her off the ledge.
But I give it to everybody else. And it's just so fluent. And it's the thing that, like you feel like, dang, I did my, like, or I did it. Like, I did that. That's me, like, helping you. But seeing other people flourish, like, I see myself on stages speaking to people. I see us, like, just traveling together. Like, every time he be talking about something with some type of NFL player or celebrity, I be like, yep, and I'm going to be right there. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I hand you the clippers, the spray. I don't know what you need. You need a comb? You need me to spray the comb off? Like, here you go. Because I'm going to get up in there some way, somehow. You're not leaving me at home.
You had a table up in there.
Right.
They got wives.
They got wives. I'm going to be right there. I'm going to wiggle my way on up in there. And
while you cutting, she going to be massaging the little pinky toe.
Hello.
She be massaging hands.
I don't care what you need me to do. What do you? But no, I really see that, and not just like with us, but the greatness like I see on our children, like just how like, I'm like, dang, at their age, I was. I wasn't nothing. Like I ain't gonna cuss, but at their age, like you see your kids, like dang, she got something, especially on the side. Like she got something.
What impact have you guys had on your kids due to what you guys do for a living and marriage?
Because they think we rich. But anyways,
they do.
Yeah, and their friends think we rich.
They want to be rich. So
I think that's all kids. Even they drop subliminals, be like, yeah, such and such, my friend, yeah, she rich. Like,
what? Who said?
Okay.
Like,
how you even know that?
Or they'll make comments like, so and so has this in their room, and I'm like, you can have that, but we just don't think it's
it's important.
a good thing to buy right
now. Oh my gosh, they spent this much money, like,
and
that's not a lot,
too,
but
you don't need
that, right? But yeah, no, I feel like Nasai, she gonna get it by any means.
Oh man,
she gonna get it by any means. Let me tell you something. She gonna be just like him, doing stuff for cheeseburgers. Like, I'm telling you, she ain't gonna go hungry for.
I gotta spend money to eat. Why would I spend money?
She is so determined. It does not matter what it is. She definitely gets that from him. She takes care of her self-care. So she do her facials and her skincare and all that extra stuff. But the other ones, yeah, Noah gonna be at home until he's 30.
I feel like he'll be the type of cat that'll make some money while he's at home though. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how he's gonna do it
because he's so smart. So I'm just like,
he's very
I don't
smart.
know. But I feel like they see the work though. They see the work. Like even for Nasai's birthday this weekend, it was something with her party. I had asked her, did she want it? She was like, well, not if it's too much money, And I'm like, look at you being considerate. She even did that when you ordered some of her. Yeah, she like, I don't want to.
She wanted a Lululemon. She
wanted a
Lululemon bag.
Yeah. Because we'll tell them every now and then, like, yo, we got to pump our brakes, y'all. We ain't rich.
Right.
Like, y'all got to chill out. No, not right now.
We'll pull back.
So she'll consider it. Noah, he don't consider nothing. He He be asking the side for money. I don't know what I'm going to do. Naj, as we know, Naj is the barbershop mascot. He ain't been there in a while.
Listen,
so
he does come.
He watches and he pays attention. Yes. So, I don't.
I everything. Like,
yeah. I feel like just them seeing the hard work. All of our kids are so different, so I don't even know. Cause Nella, Jesus,
we always teach them don't do anything for free.
Don't do anything for free.
Even when they come to the shop, I pay them. Some of the barbers might tip them. Some of my clients might tip them. It just they make money when they come here.
Yeah,
so
they
know.
do make money when they come here.
I was paying them $20 a day at one point.
But yeah, I think they see. I know they see the hard work and they see what we put into what we do because they're always concerned with what we're doing, where we going, who we talking to, asking us how our day was. How was such and such? How was your event, mommy? So they pay attention. Yeah. I feel like as they continue to grow and they see, and then their friends know, like, your mom and dad got a barbershop in the spot. Like, so as their friends are everybody's starting to be exposed and people know, I feel like it just, like they go to a predominantly white school. So the little black kids with parents who are business owners, like, they like, like, like what? Like what? So yeah, I really, they're gonna catch up. They're gonna pick up on a lot from what we do. Like,
I've been asking this question lately. I want to hear y'all thoughts on this. You too, Miss Sion.
She been quiet over there.
You've been over
I've
there
been
chilling.
listening.
She listening.
She in preparation
taking it all in
for her Boaz. This is one in particular guy that she keep buddies on it.
Do not piss me off.
We trying to get him out the buddy zone.
We not trying to get nobody out of nowhere.
We are. And he's been working on himself.
I will slap that. Carry on.
Listen, if we were stripped from all of our gifts and talents, everything that we have right now, how we make money, friends, family, if we were stripped from everything, how would you survive? And how would you start over?
What? Where do you be finding these questions at?
If we were stripped from everything.
I'd just be sitting around.
So if I couldn't do a massage, a facial.
Couldn't do not one of them doggone things.
God bless me with a voice.
You can sing?
No. I can talk my butt off. We can talk, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, we gonna figure it out.
People get paid for that.
If I couldn't cut hair, and that's actually, it's funny because I think about that question a lot. Like, if I couldn't cut hair anymore, like, what would I do?
Yeah.
And that's kind of where the barber business coaching came from. Like, I'm not sure if that's the title of it, but that's kind of what I've been calling it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have to find ways to do things from behind this chair.
Yeah.
Because I even posed a question to her. I said, what happens if I'm not here? in efforts to push her harder. That was why that question
But
was
you
brought
didn't
up.
have to ask me that question because I'm already there.
But you have to understand it's just another like fueling moment. Like if I can't cut hair, then it's like, I guess I gotta kind of go get a job.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it would start with, of course, going back to the basics.
Yeah.
Going back to the
You
drawing
want to know
board.
what I really do?
It's like a stripper.
Hey, I might, as long as they like fupas. And
Ain't nothing wrong with a food, but as long as it ain't too large.
Man.
but I always be telling
had
him,
this
I'll be like, I'll
conversation.
be out here. They say it ain't tricky if you got it.
She would have found her a sugar daddy, and I would have found a sugar mama,
That's right.
and we would have.
We gonna figure it out.
We gonna eat. Let's just say that
I was
me a sugar
Jasmine
daddy.
before I came Mrs. Hampton.
I ain't gonna tell you.
What? What? Got probably in the back of your head.
Oh, you can't pop them if you was Jasmine before you. Come on
Right,
now.
come on now.
You
Like I wasn't Wade before.
I mean,
Mr. Hampton.
you was Wade.
But she was Jasmine.
You went out here like Jasmine.
She was getting cars.
I'll be all right. I promise you.
You'll be all right too.
My household would be all right. Cause niggas that stupid these days. Good.
So I'm definitely going to find me a sugar daddy.
That,
I mean,
Sorry, what about you? If you were stripped from everything.
I just told
She
you. You
said
didn't hear
she
me?
gonna get-
Whoa, what you? I didn't. Oh,
I'm
the sugar daddy.
definitely going to find me a sugar daddy.
the Salt and
So
Pepper
you gonna
Club.
go ahead and let old buddy?
No.
Because I think he'd give you the world.
Charles.
Cut it out now.
Charles.
Cut it right on out.
I think he'd give you the world.
We're not going to be able to see now, are we?
Oh, God.
It's quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. So you guys, brought up fades and facials briefly. I want to expand on that, right? Because I feel like I've seen it a couple times within the last month now, and it's like, all right, these jokers are about to put some steam up on this joint, right?
What is fades
So,
and facials?
Thank you.
So
That's so funny because we was just like,
so this is
we just asked ourselves. That.
we
what it
had
was?
we had tentatively. I guess I'll say this now since
What?
we didn't go.
Just we ain't do it? Yeah. No, we ain't talk about that because somebody gonna bite. You know these haters in this city.
Okay.
They bite off of your stuff. Nah. We was planning something.
Okay.
We was planning something real
All right,
nice.
just tell
That's
us
all.
after we get done.
Yeah, we'll tell y'all
It was
after.
it was gonna be
Yeah.
something that the city hasn't like.
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I'll just say that, and
Okay.
it's still coming.
Because you know
Okay.
how they be
It's still
around
coming.
here.
Yeah.
We'll look up and by next
Somebody
month
be
somebody be having it.
You know,
Like,
somebody got that side money.
Yeah.
You know, they got that side money. We know
Yeah.
folks keep that side money. You know, but fades and facials is us, because I don't know any other married couple that's doing what we do. Like they are dual entrepreneurs. You know,
in the beauty industry.
In the beauty industry, like I can't really think of anybody off the top of my head right now. I might have to go dig and see who does what.
Yeah.
And,
Well, at least don't nobody know who they is if they do. So
if I can't think of them off the top of my head, I mean,
Yeah.
they must not be making it known for real. But I believe it's more of like who we are.
yeah, who we are, and then providing like that community and support and the beauty industry. Like you look at the big cities, like they got Bronner Brothers, all that. They got stuff going on. They moving and they shaking. And it's always going to be, that crab in a barrel mentality, no matter where you go. So I know it's people in those cities where they trash, but then you got the people thriving.
Yeah.
And it's like, where is the community that thrives within the industry here? We've lost integrity in the industry. Nobody got customer service.
Yeah.
People just hustling, and hustling people out their money. But it's like, what do you really represent? Who are you? So basically setting a standard, like polished, clean, like how it used to be back in the day. Like they got it together. Like you going
So
into the
fades and
shop.
facials is coming out teaching etiquette.
Etiquette, all of basically, etiquette.
Etiquette with excellence.
Yeah.
Like, so
That's
that's what it is, and just showing us and also our journey, sharing our story of how we got to where we are, because it hasn't been an easy journey.
Yeah.
And how we can be like the big cities if we want to. Like you can have it's up here. Like you can have that. You can walk into a place as nice as Excalibur and get, have a nice environment and not, you ain't got to worry about nothing getting shot up.
Yeah, and that's
somebody
that's
fighting
really
in the barbershop.
Really what it is. It's like we want to build or continue to. Well, we want to build a culture to where it's okay to feel like, we're definitely excellent in this environment. We're definitely going to be trailblazers in this environment. We're going to set the standard. It's just one of those things where, we know as a couple that nobody else is making the steps that we're taking.
It's like a lot of fake stuff that go on. Like, if we being honest, like it's a lot of, I'm gonna help you, but I don't want to help you, or
I'm gonna charge you just to help you,
but to give me nothing.
Yeah,
that is one thing, you giving me something, but when you're giving nothing and you out here just charging people and playing people, like I said, it's a lot of scammers and schemers on the scene. Like that's like, you ain't helping nobody but yourself, right? And what you got to show for it. So I feel like a lot of things that we're learning on our journey are the things that we're able to give to other people, especially on the back end, like the business like, okay, it's one thing he can cut hair, I can do facials, wax but there are things on the back end that so many people don't know about. Like you just started, everybody be like, go get an LLC, okay, and then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, like the back of business, like all the stuff that we've learned along the way. I feel like as we learn more, we grow, and we have our coaches and people behind us, we're able to, like you said, set the way and pave the way, because they're going to continuously be people graduating from barber school. And this is not just for estheticians and barbers. Honestly, this can be for anybody, but anybody in the beauty industry. Like, so no matter what you do, whether you do hair, wax, it don't matter. Nails is going to be for that community, just to, and I wish we could talk about the event, what we want to do, but we ain't talk about that, because it's going to be nice. It's going to be dope.
Can y'all talk briefly about the importance of professionalism in the workplace, in your industry? I feel like so many times, if you look around on social media, if you go into a lot of these places around here and other places as well, but there's such a drastic difference in shop to shop, right? In our culture. It's so many inconsistencies at the same time, though, especially when we come to cleanliness and professionalism. Can we talk about the importance of that real quick, especially when it comes to fades and facials?
Yes.
Well, I always say when people graduate from school, they forget everything they learned. And that's their fault. They do it by choice, because when you go to school, because I am an instructor with the state of Ohio also, so I'm not just an esthetician, dual licensed over here. But when we teach, we're teaching you to go to state board and pass state board. So the emphasis is on the sanitation, the cleanliness. And then depending on the institution that you go to, you're going to see that professionalism. But through my journey of being an instructor, you see how so many people are set in their ways, and they refuse to receive what you're there to give them. So once they graduate, well, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that, I ain't implementing this, I ain't implementing that. And I was like, okay, whatever, don't. Because your clients are going to feel that, like that professionalism. Almost everything that I learned when I was in school is implemented in my business. And then I get raving reviews for my professionalism, for my cleanliness. When State Board come, I ain't gonna tell her, but she's very impressed. I was gonna say, we be chopping it up. Like, she do her little bit that she need to do, and then she don't have to do nothing. She ain't gotta be like, girl, what? Why you got donuts in your, and why is this here? Why is that there? Why are things not organized the way that they need to be? So many people graduate and then just, they forget, they don't care, because we all want to be entrepreneurs. Yeah. Everybody entrepreneurs. That's the first thing. I'm my own boss. I ain't got to listen to nobody. So that makes or breaks your business. That makes or breaks your reputation. Yeah. I don't care how good you braid some hair. I don't care how good you do nails. Eventually people catch on and they get tired of your bull crap. And they're going to go to the next. And then you're going to be upset. And you're going to be mad. And that's just going to be that. So taking what you learn when you are in school and allowing it to be a big part of your business, I feel like it's important. And I feel like I'll call it one of the best. It's the best school. I don't care what nobody say. A lot of people, because they were strict. They were strict on your attendance. They were strict on everything. You walk in that door late, guess what? We'll see you tomorrow. Like, they weren't playing. They did not play. Even as an instructor, so many people I used to have to write up, like, you miss this many more days, you getting kicked out, period. And people didn't like that. So they would choose to go to another institution in the area because it was lightweight or free for all. It's like, well, maybe that's where you belong. But here, so every time someone asks me in regards to where they want to go to school, I'm like, you got to go do the research yourself. But I can tell you, this institution, if you don't like to be on time, if you don't like punctuality, if you don't like to be professional, if you don't like to do services, because people will refuse, like, I don't want to do a massage today. You don't have a choice. Because if you don't check it off, you don't graduate. Like, you have to do it. I don't want to do laundry. So who's going to do laundry in your business? Are you hiring somebody? Because you're just going to have money like that when you first start, right? No. So like the stuff I seen just instructing, I'm like, wow. But I was one of the older ones when I was in school. So when you're older, you go and your purpose is different. Yeah. Your drive is different. Yeah. You like, I know what I'm here for. I'm not here because mommy or daddy paid for me to come here. Or I'm not here because I'm just trying to be an entrepreneur. I ain't gonna say what I wanted to say because I got a bad mouth. I'm hitting the mic and everything. But I'm there for a reason. So it's different. It's different than somebody that's just there to be there. And people they just don't grasp it. So a lot of times what people lack is because they choose to lack it. It's not that they don't know. They're taught. They just put this wall up because can't nobody tell them nothing and they the boss. So it's important for us to, as a couple, phasing facials, whatever, just period, day to day, I'll be working on it in my personal because people.
So I'm gonna touch on the barber.
I don't be having the patience for people outside of, but you can come in the spot, you gonna get the, woo woo, like. but it's important. It's important. It's people respect you more. Yeah. People trust you. People are gonna refer other people to you. And how you think you're gonna get those high scale clients? How you think people? Okay, how you think people like Keelan could do what does what he's not behind the chair 24/7. You operate the way that you operate. Guess where you're gonna be at? Behind that chair 24/7. You're never gonna be able to exceed from that because you don't build those relationships with people from lack of professionalism, cleanliness, like. But why you want to be dirty anyways? That's nasty. Y'all nasty.
The way I think about it is I told her earlier about, when you go to Walmart, you go to the grocery store, you see a bread aisle. And the reason why you buy a certain type of bread is because your mama bought it. Yeah. Your dad bought it. Yep. Grandma and them bought the bread, right? So whenever you go to the store, what bread do you buy? The bread that you've always eaten.
I used to get that red and white bread.
So that's your referral now. Right. That's your referral, right? So now I had to find something that like really sets you have to find something that really sets you apart. Right. If I walk into a barbershop in the city, I'm looking for the ones that look like a barber. Like I'm looking at your station. Yeah. I'm looking at, are you there when I show up for my haircut? Are you ready for me? Are you getting ready for me? Are you cleaning before I get there? Like she said, when I stepped into school, I was on a mission. Yeah. There were so many different things trying to knock me off my course because of the attitudes and because of all the lack of professionalism amongst the school and all that stuff like that or whatever. I went to a great school though. They didn't play no mess. You was late, you paid a fine. You missed a day, you paid for the whole day. You know what I'm saying? And you paid your tuition. So, and I paid my tuition out of pocket. and took care of the family. So like, I'm not about to throw all that schooling under the bus or throw it out of the way when I come to the shop. So when I come to the shop, I am professional. I'm walking and I'm talking like the clients that I want to attract. You know, so you can do whatever you want. And I have a area of opportunity there, I guess you can say, where I feel like I care too much sometimes about others, because I have expectations for people that maybe don't have the expectation for themselves. Yeah. And I can't want it more than you. You know, I want to have a professional environment all around. You know, cleanliness, professionalism, people looking clean, people kind of uniformed. You know, you don't have to wear a uniform, but at least wear something that screams barber.
Right.
Polish.
You know,
some polish.
you're not wearing like sweatpants and sweatshirts and stuff like that, or, you know, ripped up T-shirts or whatever. Whatever the case may be, but you should come in with a professional attitude, with professional dress, and setting yourself apart from people that are not barbers. Yeah. You know, like, I want to walk into a shop and I want to be like, oh, he must be a barber. Or she must be a barber. Not walking into the shop like, so is anybody going,
where the barber at?
Right.
which one of y'all?
Right.
You cut?
You cutting today?
You don't cut? Oh, you don't cut. Oh. So which one of y'all cut hair? You know what I'm saying? You have, you have to just be the barber. Like for me, it's just like I'm teaching people now how to gain and retain clients. Like, because people don't look at the numbers. If you don't know your numbers, you don't even know where you're going.
Yeah, buddy.
Like there's analytics, you know, for barbers. If you have a booking app, for
anybody in the industry, if you got a booking app.
If you have a booking app, they show you your numbers. They have the whole breakdown. You know, if you don't know those numbers or don't know how to read them, then you don't know where you're going. You know, and that's the professional side that I'm looking into, because anybody can cut hair. I can teach you how to do a fade. I can teach you how to do a fade. You know, but at the end of the day, it ain't even always just about the haircut. You know, it's more so about, who is this person? Like, I always tell her that people do business with people. Yeah. Not businesses all the time. If I know that Jazz is a great person, she's a woman of faith, she's always nice, she's always professional, she always greets me.
She twerk a little every now and then.
Hey. But I don't even know what she does, but whatever she's selling, I'm buying.
I'm buying, yeah.
Just because of who they are.
Just because of who they are.
Yeah.
I met a dude today earlier, you know, and he complimented me on my car, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, and he started talking, whatever. And then he's like, well, what do you do? You know, we were at a coffee shop. I said, so what do you do? And I told him I'm a barber. He's like, really? Like, he was kind of like surprised. Cause I mean, I was dressed. Yeah. Still. Even outside of the shop. Because people are watching you outside of the shop. Yeah. Like, how you conduct yourself outside of the shop. I don't even want to be near this person because of who they're hanging around, or what type of lifestyle they're living, or what they just said to that person. And they're not even a nice person. They're not even a kind person. You know, you don't have to always go to church, but just have something about yourself.
Be a decent human being.
Yeah. Right. And I want to do business. Like I said, I like this person, and whatever they selling, I'm buying it.
Like a Girl Scout cookies.
It's that thing about you. We were talking about that earlier too. Like, that thing about you. Like,
I was asking if he had Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, nah, they was selling them yesterday though.
They were selling them all weekend.
Man, they were selling them at over here. Denny's. They were selling them over here in the parking lot.
But yeah, the outside, like you tapped on that. I was gonna say outside of the shop, just carrying yourself as a professional, also looking like something. Yeah. You know, I don't know what it is about my hair, but my thing is my hair. The redhead girl, you know, they call them dreads, they locks, but the girl with the red dreads. But people know me for the red hair, my nails, like I keep them done. But you go places and those little things, like you said, are conversation starters. The other day at the car wash, I was telling him, because he always be like, you gotta talk to people. I be like, but I just never know what people want to talk about, because it's always men that want to talk to me. I don't be want to have those conversations with them, because it be making me a little like, sir, are you really talking to me because you want, you know, to know something for real, or are you talking to me trying to shoot your shot? But the guy, he was just asking about my car. It was another. What you say?
I got a shot for him.
It was a car conversation. He was asking about my truck and like if I liked it. He came over and looked at the car, and then somehow he asked me what I did. I don't know if he was like, "Dang, she drive this," because he kept talking about the price of the truck, and I'm like, "I'm an aesthetician." Like, and he like, "Oh, you an aesthetician?" So he got to talking and asked me about different stuff and yada yada yada. But I was like, "Did he take my card because he gonna try and book an appointment?" Like, and be like, I don't know. I be thinking like that, but I still was like, I was nice.
Yeah.
Because usually I'm like,
good job.
How can I help you? Like, what you want? No, but I'm for real. When it comes to men, because
you know what? That's a good thing, because you know how many women be like, hey.
No, because
like, you ain't supposed to be that way.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not that girl. Like, I don't need that. Like, get away from me, leave me alone. But if a kid is with me, I know I'm good, and that's what happened. Naj popped his little head up, and he was like, "Oh, there's a kid in the car." He probably like, "I'm gonna tell my daddy." I'm like, probably. But in that moment, I'm like, all right, you was professional and nice. You wasn't mean. You did what your husband told you to do. But just, you know, you never know who you're going to run into. You never know, because you can't judge people off of what they look like.
Right.
You can't judge them off of what maybe they're driving. You don't know. Like, who you going to run into, they might change your life. You know?
Speaking of who you run into, right? We talk about the professional side of this.
Oh, Lord.
Let's talk about the consumers. Can we give some insight to the folk that be coming in to the shop?
Like that's more for him.
Or the appointments stinking, right? You know what I'm saying?
Good hygiene.
Like, ain't no way, right? You a barber, so my man got to sit there for half an hour, and if you book the experience now, you got 45 minutes to an hour
you stink,
of just smelling you. You know what I'm saying? And then if you got a massage and or a wax,
oh God,
ladies, if
You
the
wax in lady parts
pH is off,
You wax lady parts too?
if that pH is off,
that pH is
cancel your appointment. I'm speaking for her.
He said,
Cancel
no, but
your
it's important to know. It's important to know your body. And I'm working on some things to help people with that. I was just talking to you about one of those things yesterday, but to help people, like help women with it, because I feel like some women are just, I don't know if they're aware. Like sometimes,
And why wouldn't they be?
because they weren't taught.
and
They weren't
so you're
taught
not saying that they're not aware that they know they stink. You're saying
they
that
weren't taught how to properly
how to take care
care
of
for it, or you know, from the inside out,
they
taking
just think
care of
it's
our
normal.
bodies. Yes,
Okay.
like
You're
you
right
know,
though, because
the
there's
smell,
some
they
women
smell. They just like, oh, that's just
in my
how I
lifetime,
smell.
I didn't came across. They'd be like,
yeah.
you
So
don't
they
smell that, and they be like, I mean, it smell like cooch. You'd be like, cooch
No,
don't
don't.
smell like that. Something dead in there.
but
walking
but
around in that
yeah,
bad
About to call the EPA.
I feel like you should. I know for me, if I'm going to any appointment, it could be a doctor's appointment. I'm like, let
take
me
care
get
of
clean. Let me
yourself.
make sure because I ain't trying to have nobody being like, Jess came in here. I went and got a massage this morning. I'm like, you know, we soaked down. Like,
gotta take care of yourself.
You ain't about to. And then I know how I share being, you know, in the practice that I'm in and having other people in the practice, and we share stories of stuff. So we share it amongst each other. So I'm not one of those that get on the internet. It's some people that get on the internet and they'll bash their clients. But I don't do that because I don't want somebody to be like, oh, she talk about me, you know, and then that just breaks like their trust.
That's why I'm not in that industry, because I be talking. Listen, I go to physical therapy because of my ankle, right? And my first day there,
Oh God.
I took a shower. It was good. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just lotion up the right ankle, foot. You know what I'm saying? I'll be good. Then I got up in that room. He said, all right, take your shoes and socks off. I said, all right. He was like, the other one too. I went, whoa, why you need this one on? He said, well, I gotta, I just want to compare.
One of these things is not like the other.
Listen, man, I slid that sock off, but I was watching him the whole time. He had a little guy with him helping, and he maintained his face, but I was a little ashy on this one. And that guy, he went, and I'm staring at him. He looked at me and he straightened up. I said, look, I didn't think I had to take this off, so I didn't lotion it. You know what I'm saying? I was prepared over here. I had to ask you. I said, don't be going out here to the office telling everybody that I had an.
But that's probably the least, that's probably the.
But I'm just saying, I was prepared,
but you see,
but ill prepared.
But you should prepare. Like if you're going to, you should just be clean. Period. Before you leave the house,
Really
that's just it.
But see, when it's like I deal with hair, so it's like the stenches and
the follicles, the hair follicles.
Right now,
just stuck.
Sometimes it's like
comb your hair too.
Why would you they get straight up out the bed, and we have one in our circle that would just get up out the bed and come right to the shop, and I can just tell. But then I have others that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to wash this hair because this is nasty. Like you got up, or sometimes I wash the hair because they come in with bedhead.
Yeah.
And the Caucasian persuasion, they will have it'd be like little Wyclefs all over the place because it's sticking this way, that's sticking that way, this sticking this way, and it's like I have to comb it. And if it ain't combing how I wanted to comb it, I have to then go either wet it, which when you wet it, sometimes it just
permeates.
Yeah, it's just right there in your face. Or then I'm like, let me just go ahead and give them a little express wash. I just take them over to the bowl, throw some shampoo in there, boom, come on, let's go back to the chair because I can't. Like I just can't. And then you got some that have the flakes and stuff and the skin particles and
it's rough out here. So what we saying is that help them. We trying to help you. Help both of these jokers out. And anybody that do hair, nails, feet.
Oh, feet.
I mean, let's just get it together.
Waxes.
Wash them.
At least if you're getting a service. Like if you book the wash, I understand that.
But when you're not booking,
booking the wash, and you coming for just a cut,
for the expectation of a wash,
some
people do that.
They might about to say, some people be playing
with the expectation of it.
Yeah.
So look, we about to get ready to get out of here, but I want y'all to tell us what's next for y'all. Like we know Fades and Facials on, but what's next for the Hamptons?
I say this year is our year of foundation. It's our year of foundation and execution. So like really laying the ground. As far as getting financial stuff together and just having those things solidified and execute on these business ideas and things that we've been talking about and just continuously me not wanting to quit every day.
I also see a different way too. Like I've been really talking to God about a team. Mm-hmm. Like, we have somebody that does our creativity stuff now.
Foundation, so we could pay for that.
But I'm looking. I don't see. She thinks about.
We think differently.
We think a whole lot different.
Yeah.
She thinks aspects.
But you respect the vision.
She respects the vision, but she thinks in aspects of you got to have the money to have the team. I say I'm gonna go find the team, and the team will generate the money.
Yeah.
So then,
yeah.
If there's a team, like we have a person like right now that she did my logo and stuff like that, and she's dope when it comes to doing logos and creativity. I can just give her her idea, and she'll just send you this, and this, and this, and I'm like, oh, I love that. Or she's like, I do that too. I do this too. I'm like, cool. Yeah. And then she has a team that she collaborates with. So like me, I'm looking for a team.
Yeah.
Because I know that once we start building the team, they see where we're going. They're like, oh, you know what? It's gonna be this amount, but don't worry about that right now. Let's go ahead and get it done first, and then we can talk about
big faith.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, we got to get back to the days of how and a lot of cultures do it. Black culture, we used to be real big with this back in the day. Bartering.
Yeah.
You barter services, you barter different things, help one another. Like, so when one is winning, everybody's winning. Our culture has fallen way back on that, but every other culture is killing with it.
Killing it. They don't get it.
Yeah, and the information come quick. I needed something done at the crib, probably 3 things in the last like 2-3 weeks, and I talked to some people at the gym that I go to, some all Caucasian people,
of course,
and then just call such and such. And the cat was like, "Oh no, the other guy, call him, and he'll be there today." I was like, I've been trying to get somebody over there at the crib for the last month. Sure enough, man, called them jokers over there within an hour.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's like, oh yeah, such and such hit me up, told me to come over. So I mean, if you know him, then this is your price. I'm like, man,
the bartering system is. We've been trying, like, people have been trying to like phase that out for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But like, if I scratch your back, scratch mine.
Yeah.
You know, if I can cut your hair. Like, I have a guy, he'll come and do things in my yard, and he'll be like, just give me like 3 haircuts, and I'm like, cool, done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have to pay somebody probably $300-$400 for this.
Yeah.
Service for service.
You know,
Yeah.
service for service.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why, because I'm going to have to spend the money anyway.
Yep.
I'd rather not spend the money and use my craft.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
I just won't be getting paid for this service, but I will technically be getting paid because you're going to do my lawn.
Right.
So,
You saving on that.
Yeah.
Man.
That's because that competition, I don't know. Like, I feel like people always go back to, they try to blame it on the way we're conditioned from, our ancestors. It's like, we gotta let that go.
Yeah.
Like it's because of, like, no, we gotta let it go because that's what y'all living in right now.
It's a
It's
crutch.
like
It's just a
being
crutch.
separated. Like we do what we want to do because we do what we want to do. We operate how we want to operate out of our own ignorance, and they don't realize that these other cultures. When you go into the Chinese restaurant, who in there working? The Chinese people. They might have like one of us in there doing a little something because they need a little extra help.
Yep.
But you ain't cooking. You probably bagging up the food.
Yep.
Answering the phone. When you go in those places, when you go into the nail shop, you don't barely see none of us in their nail shops. Like, it is them. It's their family. They bring their family over. They find their family. I know a nail shop I go to. She got her whole family over here, and guess what? This happened to someone I know. She moved her family over here. They needed somewhere to live. She bought a building, and people in the building had to move so her family could move in so she could take care of them. Like, that's how they operate. Like, family over everything. You got to go because I need my family here because they coming to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make sure they look out for their own.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, we can't do it, and I feel like we try to nickel and dime each other so much.
Yeah.
Why is it that I can go find a coach of a different race, which I have a coach that is, but there's like coaches within my industry, and what she's giving me, I'm like, somebody was about to try to charge me about $3,000 for that, and you mean to tell me you only charging $200? Like,
people don't realize we gonna need one another. I mean, with the way times is, I was reading something and it said that since COVID, if you go back to COVID, you would have to make an additional $11,000 a year in order to live like you did pre-COVID.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Today,
Babe, you got a problem with
you
me?
would need to make an additional
Something
$11,000.
strange for
As
the
long as you don't mind me.
Yeah, I see me on OnlyFans.
If you are not doing that, then you are
Don't,
living beyond your means. All right. Hey, but Temu. So
What is
look,
with you?
as we get out of here,
they got the scrippers on Temu.
we appreciate y'all coming in, dropping some knowledge and chopping it up with us. Leave the people with something good. You know what I'm saying? Something that they could feed on. Please wash your butt.
Like,
The first thing that came to mind was the difference between knowledge and wisdom is application. So there's always 2 types of people. First person is the one that's got all the knowledge and they want you to go through it because they had to go through it. Second person is, I go through it so you don't have to go through it. So you always want to focus on being that second person and using your knowledge to become somebody else's wisdom?
You got anything?
I'm supposed to follow up?
You don't have to.
I don't.
If you want to leave something.
No. Get it how you live. It's like, I'm just saying. I'm going to say to the person starting out or the person that's just in it, because times have changed. You just said COVID. Times have changed and we all see it. If we don't, you stupid. Because it's hard out here for a pimp. Right?
Yeah, glow.
But
Everything's expensive.
for the person in the industry who is, I wouldn't say who is, just stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane. Like if you're in the industry, whatever you're doing, stay in your lane. It's hard, it's rough, it's frustrating, but it's enough people out here being the same way and doing the same things. Yeah. Like Dre said, we want that slow roasted popcorn, the one over the fire,
That's
like the campfire.
Yeah.
And popcorn. It's gonna taste good when it finally get done, y'all. Okay, I'm there with you. But
just hold on.
Just hold on. Just hold on. Keep your head up and keep pushing forward. You can cry. I cry a lot. You can cry. You can kick. You can scream. You can quit every day. But let me tell you something. The big G ain't gonna let you quit. Like, I don't know, cause I'll be like, I'm done, and then God be like, no, you're not.
So what you gonna do?
What you gonna do? But no, you ain't. Like, cause here I'm gonna send this opportunity your way, and you don't got a choice but to operate in it. Yeah. But just stay in your lane. Like, it's so many people out here trying to be like the next person. Yeah. Like, do your thing. Whatever God has given you, whatever your gift is, or your like the avenue that you're taking with your gift, just stick to that and run with it. Everybody ain't gotta be the same. Like, you ain't gotta try to fit in. It's enough of that out here. Everybody want to be Temu models. It's like, I'm just playing. I had to throw that in there.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody trying to be the Temu. Like,
right.
Nah, we got enough duplicates.
Get over it. Hey, we appreciate y'all coming on. As always, we always look forward to the good ones coming on. So we appreciate y'all coming on. Hey, good people, till next time. Play the moments, positive memories, stop the pain, keep the happiness on repeat. Peace.
Peace.
Okay, bye.